Kathy here from Kathy's Cute Creations. Today we're going to be doing our cotton cuts, and I had a small. This is month 4 of Sparkle and Shine. And there seems to be a little bit of a mistake in the directions, which we'll take care of when we hit number 7 and 9. And let me let you know that this is the next cotton cuts. I want to make sure it's in the camera here. That we're going to be doing. And as you can see, if you haven't joined yet, you can join on Friday the 28th at 7, I think it's Central, yes, Central Standard Time. And those are all the colors. And they'll ship out July 30th. And here is the Cotton Cuts block of the month for May. And let's go ahead and get started. I've got 4 different colors of fabrics this time around. Here are my colors. A is the white, B is the next one, C is this one, and E is that one. I always try to put them in order. Let's go ahead and we're going to start building our blocks. So we're going to take our B, our fabric B here, and our fabric C, and we're going to put them together. You're going to take all of these together, you're going to sew them, you're going to end up with 6 of them. Now if you're not familiar with cotton cuts, all the fabric is pre-cut out and it tells you which way to be ironing. So in this case they're going to want 4 of these are going to be pressed towards the C, and then the remaining 2 are going to be pressed towards the B. This is the C and this is the B. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to put them all together and we're going to sew them, and we're going to do it all together so that when we're finished, all 6 of them will be done. All right, let's get doing that. Now I went ahead and I put a pin. I'm going to put one in this also, because this fabric, now I don't know about your fabric because all these fabrics are different. I mean, they're all 100% cotton, but they all feel different to touch. So mine feels slippery while I was putting these together. So I just want to make sure they don't come apart here at the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a leader ender. And the only reason is that because I don't have the single hole on my plate for this, because I've done some zigzag stitching and everything, then it has a tendency to want to go down inside there, and I really don't want it to go down inside there. That's so aggravating. And if by chance you don't do the little leader ender thing and you do nothing and it goes down in there, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to starch the tip of that. This tip of the fabric right here, because if you put a little bit of starch on the end of this, you'll be fine. Now the advantage of this is they've cut all the little tips off the ends. And if you start out at a 1/4 inch or a scant 1/4 inch on these projects, you want to continue. If you can't remember, just write it on your little card that you get for your fabric that you're supposed to be keeping for each one of these, because you don't want to lose that little slip. Not to go over any of your pins. If you have electronic computerized sewing machine, that can damage your timing on that motherboard. You don't want to do that. Has everybody chosen their next fabric for the next cotton cuts, or are you sitting this one out, or what's everybody doing? My very next one I'm going to be making for my new daughter-in-law. I want to make her a quilt, and I figured, what the heck, I'll just get one of these and make it for her. She's a tiny little thing, so this is going to be perfect for her size. So I'm not letting anybody know what I get until I choose mine and it comes. So you guys can be guessing in the meantime what you think she chose. She came from the country Colombia, so take a guess. Okay, so we're going to take 2 of our units, and I put them up like this. This is the C. So 2 of the 4 that you've pressed towards the C, we're going to put a little triangle on the bottom, both of them, and then we're going to put a triangle on this side here. And then we'll take our large white one up here, and we'll end up putting it on the side up here like this. Okay, That's what we're going to do next. Now we're going to be sewing on the bias. So the bias is the part that stretches. And I'll show you here. So this right here has a lot of stretch in it, so we don't want to stretch it and distort it. So I went ahead and I put an extra pin in it. I'm lining it up, and then as I come up to the pins, I'll just take them out. This is how you, if you accidentally distort that, you'll get a bulk in your block that you do that. So you want to be extra, extra careful when it comes to this. Just take your time. And then, like I say, if you started starching to begin with before you did any of your blocks before we got to this month 4, go ahead and continue. You want to do the same thing you do. And like I said, if you can't remember, write it on a piece of paper and put it with your pattern. Now I put the other one on. All right, now we've been pressing them towards the white. Press towards the white. It is hot today in the sewing room. I don't have my air in my window yet. And it is 80 something outside, so I got my fan on up here, but I still got a little bit of moisture beading up on my forehead. And Megan's gone to spend the weekend with some friends, so don't have her here. I don't think I can get that in the window by myself. If I get too hot, I may try it early in the morning to put it in there. This one's a lot lighter than the one downstairs in the dining room. Alrighty, now we have our triangles, the 2 little ones and the 1 large one. We're going to set these 2 pieces aside for now, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pull over the remaining 2 C's with B's, which are these right here, and we're going to take them and we're going to actually face them like this now. The last time we had it faced like that, we're facing it like this. We're going to take our E fabric and we're going to put it along our B. This is the B down at the bottom. And we're going to put it like that on both of these. Just like that. We're again on a little bit of bias here, so we want to be careful. Now we're going to draw, jeez. Okay, so we're going to connect a small triangle A to the top, so you want to lay it like this, and then to the right side, both pieces. Now it's time to put these together. Putting on the other side now. When you finish sewing them, this is what you'll have, 2 that look like that. Now we're going to take our C and our B. We're going to attach an E and an A, and we're going to make 2 of those. And this is where the mistake was on 9. It was talking about attaching this. So I didn't even need to tell you how to reword it and how to fix it. So I just went with the way that it looked in the picture and didn't have to worry about my mistakes that were written on the piece of paper. So let's go ahead and sew these together. All right, don't panic. I'm not doing it from the bottom. I'm doing it from the top first, because the top is A, but that's okay. It's not going to mess it up any. We're not connecting A and E to each other. Be careful. This is the bias again. You know by the stretch. I just like to go from top to bottom instead of from bottom to top. That's all. Almost finished with this. I like how these don't take long at all to put together. Stacked on 2. You can tell that there's 2 there. See how there's 2 there? And this is the way we're going to lay them out. And we're going to sew them together, and we're going to have 2 units. And then we're going to mark them section 4. That's what we're going to label them. I had to get up there and look at the paper. I'm too far away. So let's go ahead and chain stitch these. Alrighty, not only do we need to mark them, we need to nestle them. oh my gosh, how are we going to do this without losing our tips? This is how we're going to do it. First, go ahead and mark it just like that. And I've marked it on both sides. Flip this one over. Marked it right there. And so they have to nestle. So we're going to take our pin very carefully. We're going to put it in above the line that the stitches cross. I think I need a little bit more light in here. Let's move this light over here. Right there. See if I can get some light so y'all can see it. See how that is right there? Okay. It's above the two stitches where they come together. And now we need to put it here. And all you got to do on this side is you can see your tip right there. So you're going to put it above that, which puts it, I'm going to show you the back side here, which puts it above that line right there. And then we're going to pin it. That means we've caught it so that we're not going to lose our tips, and it's nestled both. So we got two birds with one pin. I believe it's with one stone, but y'all get the hint. And then we're going to leave that pin in there just like this. Don't take this pin out. Don't be moving it up or down because it'll move the fabric. And then pin like that. I'm going to pin it on both sides before I take that pin out. Now I'll take the pin out. And then we'll go ahead and we'll pin on this end up here and pin on this end down there. Now, I originally pinned it on this side, but after I got to pinning it, I see all this ripple right here, which tells me this fabric's a little bit bigger. So now I want to flip it over because your feed dogs will feed this little bit and make it straight. So all I did was took my pins and pushed them out so that they would be sticking up away from my bed. This thing right here, this piece of plastic, so it doesn't scratch it up. That's all. I'm going to go ahead and pin them both before I sew them. All right, let's see how well we do. Here's where I want to say, well, golly, look at that. Isn't that a pretty little intersection? Did not lose a 0.1. I sure hope that tip helped you guys. Here's the other one. Right here. No lost tips. Alrighty, let's go on to the next stage. Alrighty, the other side's the same way. Take your time pinning it and get it all marked. There we go. I might have to get a little bit closer to that. I'm thinking I'm a little bit too far away. Let's just go back over it. There we go. There, that's a little bit better. So I kind of like walked my foot there real slow and easy. Get it to work. But whatever it takes, that's what we want to do. Okay, let's get the next one over here. Backed up too. It's like it's getting off the spot. There we go. All right, let's take a look at this. All right, there's that one there, and this one here. So let's go take an iron to them. All right, here's what they look like when they're done. I don't feel like mine are perfect. If you don't feel like yours are perfect, that's fine. It's done. Okay? Some people might think it is, but I don't know. To my eyes, it's just not perfect. So I'm not going to worry about it. I enjoyed myself making these blocks. And that's all that counts. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Make a comment. Don't forget, I'd like you guys to guess what my daughter-in-law chose for the next Cotton Cuts fabric that's coming out that we're going to be choosing here at the end of the month. You guys take a guess and let's see who can win. Anyway, I will see you all next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.